Well, good afternoon, Sydney time. It's me, Torvix or Victor. Another day of work is over. Had a good day, busy day, but a good day. The kids are currently swimming with the mum, so I'm here in the house by myself after work. So I thought I would, and I've also scoffed a few chicken nuggets from my local Hungry Jack's, which is a fast food restaurant. I like it. Anyway, so I thought I'd take the opportunity in the quiet of the house. I know some of you are fans of hearing my kids yelling in the background, but generally I prefer it quiet to read. So I'm going to read this. I read a bit more of the Book of Mormon. So we stopped at 2:16 yesterday. So we're going to start from 1 Nephi 2:17 onwards, and we're gonna read as far as we need to read and have some thoughts. And of course, as always, if you have any feedback, if you have any feedback, questions, good faith comments, please feel free to post them down below. We've had a few people posting about how I'm part of a pagan cult. You're definitely making it sound sexier than it is. I appreciate the inherent compliment. I'm not that wild a person, but thank you that I'm giving off that vibe. It's good that I'm giving off that wild pagan vibe. Yeah, might help me with my wife. Jokes, jokes, jokes. So here we go. 17. And I spake unto Sam, making known unto him the things which the Lord had manifested unto me by his Holy Spirit. And it came to pass that he believed in my words. But behold, Laman and Lemuel would not hearken unto my words, and being grieved because of the hardness of their hearts, I cried unto the Lord for them. And it came to pass that the Lord spake unto me, saying, Blessed art thou, Nephi, because of thy faith, for thou hast sought me diligently with the lowliness of heart. And inasmuch as ye shall keep my commandments, ye shall prosper, and shall be led to a land of promise, yea, even a land which I have prepared for you, yea, a land which is choice above all other lands. And inasmuch as thy brethren shall rebel against thee, they shall be cut off from the presence of the Lord. And inasmuch as thou shalt keep my commandments, thou shalt be made a ruler and a teacher over thy brethren. For behold, in that day, that they shall rebel against me, and I will curse them, even with a sore curse. They shall have no power over thy seed, except they shall rebel against me also. And if it so be that they rebel against me, there shall be a scourge unto thy seed, to stir them up in the ways of remembrance. Chapter 3. Lehi's sons returned to Jerusalem to obtain the plates of brass. Laban refuses to give the plates up. Nephi exhorts and encourages his brethren. Laban steals their property and attempts to slay them. Laman and Lemuel smite Nephi and Sam and are reproved by an angel, around 600 to 592 BC. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, returned from speaking with the Lord to the tent of my father. And it came to pass that he spake unto me, saying, Behold, I have dreamed a dream, in the which the Lord hath commanded me that thou and thy brethren shall return to Jerusalem. For behold, Laban hath the record of the Jews, and also a genealogy of my forefathers, and they are engraven upon plates of brass. Wherefore the Lord hath commanded me that thou and thy brothers should go unto the house of Laban, and seek the records, and bring them down hither into the wilderness. And now, behold, thy brothers murmur, saying it is a hard thing which I have required of them. But behold, I have not required it of them, but it is a commandment of the Lord. Therefore go, my son, and thou shalt be favoured of the Lord, because thou hast not murmured. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, said unto my father, I will go and do the things which the Lord hath commanded. For I know that the Lord giveth no commandments unto the children of men, save he shall prepare a way for them, they may accomplish the thing which he commandeth them. And it came to pass that when my father had heard these words, he was exceedingly glad, for he knew that I had been blessed of the Lord. And I, Nephi, and my brethren took our journey in the wilderness with our tents to go up to the land of Jerusalem. And it came to pass that when we had gone up to the land of Jerusalem, I and my brethren did consult one with another. And we cast lots, who of us should go in unto the house of Laban. And it came to pass that the lot fell upon Laman. And Laman went in unto the house of Laban, and he talked with him as he sat in his house. And he desired of Laban the records which were engraven upon the plates of brass, which contain the genealogy of my father. And behold, it came to pass that Laban was angry, and thrust him out of his presence, and he would not that he should have the records. Wherefore he said unto him, Behold, thou art a robber, and I will slay thee. We're going to stop there. So that's 13. A few things jump out at me when I was reading these passages. One is the fact that the Lord rewarded Nephi's faith. Nephi continued to seek God and pray to God and ask God for guidance, for understanding. God, I don't understand. Lord, help me. Lord, help me understand. And answered him. And the Lord, and answered him and said, hey, this is the situation. I'm blessing you. I'm guiding you. Stay strong in your faith. Your brothers don't have that faith, so you're going to have to lead them, which is interesting. Secondly, the fact that Nephi is kind of predicting what happens later on in the book with the Nephites, the Lamanites. For behold, in that day they shall rebel against me. I will curse them, even with a sore curse. They shall have no power over thy seed, except they shall rebel against me also. That kind of speaks to what happens later on in the Book of Mormon. No spoilers, no joke. You can look it up. But also about the modern day. There are many people who obsessively never read the Bible, have no understanding of Christianity whatsoever. Just trust whatever the pastor's telling them. No questions, no nothing. Just blindly follow like sheep to their pastor. And God's here telling us, they rebel against me. They will be cursed. I shall have no power over you. I find that it's interesting. It's interesting. I condemn no one, but it's interesting to read. Also, there's a section here I wanted to point out. I've always wondered why the brass plates were so important. I understand genealogy, knowing where you're from. If you understand that, please post down below. I read a theory about it a while back, but it's just escaped me. I think I'm a bit tired from work. But if you understand why it was so important for Nephi to get the brass plates, post down below. I'd love to learn, love to understand. And there's another one. There's another one. I'm looking for it. Here we go. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, said unto my father, I will go and do the things which the Lord had commanded. For I know that the Lord giveth no commandments unto the children of men, save he shall prepare a way for them, that they may accomplish the thing which he commandeth them. And essentially means that God does not give us a directive without in a way to achieve that directive. God does not give us a command unless we're able to make that command, to serve that command, to accomplish that goal, so to speak. So I always found that I find that very heartening, as I walk this path and I try and guide other Australians to see the light and to join the church. It's good to know that God has given me a task to which He's given me a way of doing so, that I may not be ready now, but He will grow me into that role to help guide others to join the true church. And that gives me comfort. That gives me comfort. So we're going to stop at 13. I might post another video later on, depending what time my kids arrive. In any case, thank you so much for joining me. That was the Book of Mormon. So if you don't have a copy, you can speak to local missionaries. I usually put a link down below. Click on that, speak to missionaries, you can get you a copy. Also, you can just go online, you can read the digital copy and go from there. I wish you the loveliest of evenings or days, depending where you are in the world. Please go to church this Sunday. You have plenty of time to organize it. Speak to missionaries. If you're nervous about sitting by yourself, they're lovely people. They'll sit next to you, explain stuff, ask them questions. It's not as scary as you think. The first time I went to Latter-day Saints, I went by myself just to see what it was like, because I wanted to check it before I brought my wife and my kids. And it was a lovely experience. It wasn't overwhelming like some evangelical rock song concerts that overwhelms the senses. It was just a very respectful, very, very elegant ceremony. People service, I suppose. Elegant service. People very friendly, very welcoming. And I hope should you be able to make it to church, I hope you also have that opportunity. God bless you. I love you, and stay safe.